Hi guys, we're down at the wood yard. I guess I'm in there. Never looks like I'm in there. We go through that all the time. We'll raise that up a little bit. I got to be just to that side of that when I get over there, but there's a hole. You can't see it. There's a big hole down there because I pulled something out of that hole. Okay, I'm just to that side of that and might make it there. Anyhow, my job today, it's already 3:30. I know I'm late. Oh, this is Freaking Jeep. Welcome to Freaking Jeep. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, welcome. And all that kind of welcome nonsense that everybody says at the beginning, and I never remember. And I'm John. I'm the proprietor of this mess. Anyhow, my objective is to get this wood out from underneath here, out of this plastic, because that is super dried wood. It's a couple years old at least. You probably got a YouTube of when it was on, but I might not have showed it because you'd be in and out of the camera. I don't know. This is going to be a mess. I like the plastic. It's the best way of drying wood. You have it come up at an angle, go over a little space in between the next pile, and then go down and go at an angle, and the air flows through from this end all the way down the other end, which is good. But you can't just get one thing out. Okay, so I'm switching to that other method I'm doing with the racks and the plastic on it, which you've probably seen in other videos. But I got to pull this wobble wire out down here, and like always, being prepared as heck. I was going to bring the Kubota down, but the Kubota didn't want to come to work today. The 15-year-old battery just went womp, womp. It was 7 degrees. I kind of go womp womp at 7 degrees too. It's not 7 degrees now. It's about, I think it's about 35. The wind has calmed down. I had to wait till the wind calmed down for this. I had to shovel the snow off of here. I want to walk you around and so you can see what's going on. See, I got the wobble wire down there. We're going to pull the wobble wire out. I got the snow off the top. I pushed it that way. I might run into some problems in this area pulling the snow out. The ground is not frozen. See? The ground here never froze. We had so much warm weather, that the ground never froze. So the snow came on top of it, and when you push the snow, the blade goes down into the mud. Over here, I'm not going to undo this wobble wire here. I'm hoping that I can just roll this back enough to get that first out, then roll it back, and then set a timber on it. That's the plan. Whether the plan comes to, what is it, fruition or something like that, I don't know. Anyhow, that's where I'm at. So all the snow's off of there, but you can kind of see, and there's an air gap underneath there, and that stuff just super dries in there. It gets up to 120 in there on a hot day, easy. But the air flows through from this end. See how there's about a foot gap there? I don't know if you can see that or not. And that stuff super dries and dries fast. It was already dead when I put it in there. I've scoped a couple of it, and it's been pretty good. Oh, I know what I want to do. I keep forgetting everything. Heck, I've made I don't know how many trips out of the house. But there was a gentleman that left his name I believe was Robert Green. If this wasn't you, Robert, then I apologize. If it is Robert, thank you. And I said I was gonna mention something. He said something I don't remember, but I wrote a few notes down, which I left this note. I was going to bring my notepad out and forgot it, and 3 trips in before I got it. Anyhow, I think that was him, but it was about chores. You know, do you got to do your chores? Do you got to do work? Or what's the difference between a work and a chore and fun? A lot of people say, yeah, I want to go cut wood because it's fun. Well, when you get to 72, it loses some of the funness, okay? It becomes a job. Or what's the difference between a chore, a job, work? Is it, you know, you're doing something and you make money, so that's work? Well, I'm doing something here and I save money. Is the firewood free? The wood is free, but you got to be, like I said, you have to be physically fit to handle free stuff. You know, I don't know how to put it any other way. If it's free, you better be physically fit, because it's going to require some work. It's not like somebody's going to hand you $100 bills and you don't have to do nothing but go spend them. So is it a chore when you have to do the firewood? I don't really mind it that much. It's a little challenging sometimes, like today. If I don't get this wood out of here today, the next 3 days, 4 days is supposed to rain and go up to like 50, 60 degrees. This is going to be a big slop hole down here. Yeah, I can use my emergency wood up there, but I want to use this wood. So is it fun, or is it work, or is it because it's an adventure? You know, what category do you put stuff you got to do? A chore to me is like, you got to go feed the cows, milk the cows, feed the animals in the morning. That's something you got to do. This is not something that I got to do. It's not something I particularly want to do. It's just something that you do. So I think there's, you know, it's like plowing the driveway up there. It was work, not really too much, because I'm sitting, you know, diesel power is taking a lot of my physical work out, even though I shoveled this out. Well, what kind of categories do you put different things in? Leave me a comment below, because everybody's got their thing. Oh man, I don't want to go do that job. Well, going to work and you get paid, that's just flat out a job, I think. If you like your job, it might be called something else. A happy job with pay. I don't know. Firewood, these people that say it's fun, when you get this big gnarly stuff, it's doable and I can do it. And it just, you know, you find the older you get and the more you get into it, you're finding ways to eliminate, you're using diesel, okay? You know, yeah, you can split wood. Man, I'll tell you what, who's been splitting a lot of wood, go up and check out Killinger. He's splitting wood all the time. I don't think he has a splitter yet. He'll get one sooner or later. I mean, I didn't have a splitter when I first started splitting, but then you realize, you know, I think I need a splitter. I mean, think about it, guys. You don't need a chainsaw to cut a tree down. You can do it with an axe. You can do it with a hatchet. You can do it anything. You don't have to drive to work. You can walk to work. So there's a point where you trade off physical work for diesel work or gas work or whatever. Anyhow, I got to get into this, get this out of here. I plan, if I get that far, one of these crates, if we get that far, we'll go into the barn over there for later where I can get to it, or I might even take it. Well, it's supposed to rain, so I want to keep it under shed. So I got to get this wobble wire out, and like a nitwit, I didn't bring a screwdriver. Sometimes you got to start it. Now this end piece is already there. So, you know, I talk about this wobble wire. It's pretty slick. It's I don't know if you can see it, but you can, it's out that fast. Okay. That's how, now it takes a little longer to put in. I'll just set it up there so I can run over it with a lawnmower later. Now, I don't know where. That's where I needed the screwdriver, because the wobble wire goes all the way into a track. And I'll take this off for a second. You can see the track. And that's what I'm doing on the, see, well, I can show you a track over here easier. I don't have to bend over. This is what the track looks like. Can you, hopefully you can see it. It's a C-shaped, kind of a C-shaped track with a little knot there and knot there, and that wobble wire goes in there. Now on the containers, I put these on the tops, like down there with 4 screws. You take the 4 screws out and you roll it up and you're ready for the next load. But what I screwed up down here, and maybe I can get something to get it out with, is the first bit of wobble wire. I didn't think about that. The first piece of wobble wire gets under there and you can't get it out. I'm hoping that I can get it out with this piece of wobble wire that I left over there for the lawnmower, or the chainsaw, or a tire. See how this goes in? Well, that goes all the way into that track. I got to get that. Once you get the first piece out, you're ready to go. There it is right there, I think. Of course, no gloves would be better. Yeah, I got it out. Now, I don't know where you're at. That'll come out like really quick, because when you stretch it, it gets closer together. That's out. So that plastic now is all loose. Now I'm gonna get you back out of the way. I've got to, that, I don't know what kind of beam. I think I don't know what kind of chunk of wood I got it on there. But I got to get that piece of wood up. And it's sitting on little feet there. So there's a 2-inch air gap underneath there. This is where I might get into snow issues. Guess not. Yeah. So far, things are going pretty good. I don't know. You probably saw everything down low. Didn't see me pushing all the plastic up at the top. Nah, as usual. There's a rotten cameraman at this channel. But I just pushed it up. I just walked down, and I have the broom that I pushed it off the top over here. There I come. Now this one here, I don't have it labeled on this side how much wood this is. I think it's got plastic on top of plastic. I don't even know. Ooh. Don't know how I got it on there. I don't think. It might have water in there holding it down. Yeah, it's got water in there holding it down. Water belly. Like I said, this plastic's pretty old. Might have to climb up there. Woo! Old fat boy didn't want to climb up there, but it's getting there. This has got a water belly in it. That's why it's not coming loose. This plastic is long old. I got it off that one over there. That's the big crate. I don't know whether I'll get it off this one or not. It's as the ice went down in there, as this wood shrinks, there's boards across there. And I guess you're not seeing me. Or maybe you are. I kind of don't think so. There's boards on top of there, and as those boards, as that wood settles down, the plastic goes in between those boards, and I got a big rock ice up there. And I don't know how I'm going to get that out to get this plastic out. But it's going to come out of there. I need a step stool. When I pushed off the top, I backed into it. Well, I wasn't planning on that. There it came out. Oh man, that thing's heavy. Now I got it out that way. Go on, baby. Lay your egg. There he goes. Now what you can, it's kind of neat. Oh man, I stepped off that stool. It's hollow inside. Can you see that? It's hollow, watch. Oh, I can't hold it up. That is a tube. That's an ice tube. I don't know whether you can see that. Things are Some things are just neat to me. I guess if you got a simple mind, I'm hoping there's no more of those situations in here. Looks pretty good. It is off. This wood rack is loose. I don't know how much this one holds. Used to have it written on here. This one holds, looks like 9/10 of a cord. That one's a little smaller. Let me see how much time we got. Oh, we're doing good. I'm only 15 minutes into mass chaos. I'm going to set you back here a little further, so if I'm out of the run now, what I'm going for is got to pick this up. I'm going to push that because that piece there is frozen down, but you can see how you get a nice airflow underneath there. Push that one and see if it'll loosen up. Might have to go to the other side. I heard the boards in between crash. Heard some stuff come down. I don't. Oh yeah. I'll take you over there and show you what's going on. I gotta put some ropes across this. This is gonna go up to the. I probably should take that one up. This stuff. I have to. This is a spreader board. Look at that wood. You realize how dry this stuff is? It's like attic wood smell. But in between that bunch and this bunch, you got to put these boards in here, or it gets water bellies. This is where we're at now. If I had the moisture meter down here, I'd give it a test. It's pretty small wood. Toward the top, I put smaller. Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it. This one here, it's got bark on it. This is, well, there's a nice big one. That shouldn't have such a ring to it. It's got that light brown look to it. There's some big stuff down at the bottom. The one gentleman, I sure don't give the right thanks to the right people. Well, one said, I tied the rope around it the one time, and the guy says, why don't you use one of those straps you just got? Well, every now and then the old geezer has a brain fart. Another thing that you got to do if you have these or totes, you got to have wood down for it to stand on, because if you let it sink into the dirt, you're asking for trouble. This one here is going to go up to the boiler right away. See, here's the hole I was talking about if you're in there. Here it comes. Some people were talking about getting a helmet camera. I don't think I want to do that, and there's several reasons why. Number one, I'd have to buy it, and I'm cheap. But I don't know how to edit, so when the movie starts, video starts, or whatever you want to call it, from the start to the stop, the only reason it's going to get turned off is if I turn it off, the wind blows it over, or something to that effect. Yeah, see that, I don't know if that'll work or not. It's going to have to work because I didn't bring any rope down. These are the straps that I don't like. Just some of those straps I just don't like. And this is one that I don't like. But if it makes it, it'll be all right. I guess I can go. See, it doesn't hook into that wood over there. See how this tightens it up though? Same with it. That's why I've gone to this kind of strap as opposed to the other. But man, that's pretty tight. But it doesn't hook on. That's why I was making all those latches. But see, it's just barely on that wood. Now this other strap, I'm gonna try that one out. I bought, I don't know, a slug of them. I bought a slug of them. This is the other strap. It's thicker. Not that I'm worried about weight. Yeah, this one's a lot thicker, but I don't think it's going to latch on this wood any better. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it did. That hook is just a little bit bigger. Now I guess I could go put them in a press and press them out if I wanted to. Yeah, that one popped out. I didn't have it in the same as the other one. That side might pop out too. Yeah. I put it in different. I'll show you in a minute. I wrapped it around further. I didn't like it anyway. But I still like these straps better. But I could, like I said, bend these, put them in the press and make that a little bit wider, because I got inch boards and they don't get all the way around. Hard to do here. I think that side came off, maybe not. There. I think that'll hold it in. I don't think I need, well, I got it here, might as well put it on. What are we doing time-wise? 24. Nah. Well, let me see. Yeah, these ratchets here are a different brand, and they're just hateful. That other one came off of eBay. I think they all came off of eBay. But this one here, this brand here just doesn't want to cooperate. Guess what? I ain't messing with it. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set it in there, just take it up. I don't know where the best place to put you is, but what I guess I'll do, that's a heavy load. I don't know what it weighs. It's probably around, it might be, oh man, it's slippery here. It's close to 4,000, I'm sure on that. Now see, if I had editing capabilities, I would edit this walk over here out, set this down, and what I'm going to do is just let this camera go out all the way. So do me a favor, leave me a comment below, work, whatever, and stuff like that. I think that'll get you in there. I'm going to drive by. This camera's going to shut off at 30 minutes, so maybe we got perfect timing. I want to put this on tonight. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and leave a comment down. Is it work, or is it fun, or is it a chore, or is it just something you gotta do? You know, what category does it go in? And hopefully I'll make it between over here and down there, and then up to the boiler. Another plan. If you're still there, you are. I don't have any problem picking it up. I had a little problem sliding around earlier, but with that weight on there, it's not a problem. I'm going to take the camera up there, and the movie for tomorrow night is going to be putting it in the boiler room. How about that? I think that's a good plan, and that's the plan. So now I got to turn it off, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you later up at the boiler area tomorrow.